What if I told you? Ancient civilizations created materials so advanced, we still struggle to fully replicate them today? Not computers, not AI. I'm talking about metal. In this episode on the Best Tech Zone, we will uncover the lost science of ancient metallurgy, uncovering the secrets behind legendary materials. Metals that were used to make blades, swords, knives that could cut through armor, materials that bent but didn't break, and chemical processes so precise, they look like modern nanotechnology. Today we're uncovering the lost science of ancient metallurgy and how it compares to the materials we use today. Metallurgy is the science and technology of metals, involving extracting metals from ores and shaping and refining them into alloys that was used to make tools. But ancient metallurgists weren't just blacksmiths. They were early chemists. Without microscopes, without modern thermometers, they discovered how to control temperature, carbon, and impurities, the exact same variables modern materials science still depends on. And one of their greatest achievements? Drum roll, please. Damascus steel. Yes, Damascus steel became legendary during the Middle Ages. It was specially achieved by forge welding different steels that offered a beautiful layers of blend of strength of hardness and flexibility, superior edge retention, all that helped it be unique for each sword or knife made. Stories claim these blades could slice silk mid-air or cut through lesser swords without dulling. But here's the twist. The steel wasn't actually made in Damascus. It came from a material called wootz steel, produced in ancient India and Sri Lanka. Wootz steel, which originated in the mid-1st millennium BC in India and was made using a crucible process, a sealed clay container filled with iron and carbon-rich materials like wood or leaves. Inside that crucible, something incredible happened. First, the iron absorbed carbon, then the metal melted completely and then cooled very slowly. This created steel with 1 to 2% carbon, far higher than most traditional iron today. It became special because during slow cooling, carbon formed structures called cementite bands, tiny carbide patterns inside the metal, which gave it its unique patterns to the swords that were made. These bands gave Damascus steel, Damascus name because the trades from India made its way to Syria, Damascus, Syria. The steel was extreme hardness with sharp edges, flexibility that could resistance to breaking, and that iconic flowing pattern. It wasn't decoration, it was chemistry made visible. So by the 18th century, true Damascus steel disappeared. Why? The original ore sources were lost, trade routes collapsed, and the exact process, never fully written down, faded away with time. Plus then, the weapons started advancing and muskets and pistols became popular from the European colonial powers. The Damascus steel was now getting lost to history and advancements, and now even modern scientists struggled to recreate it today. Some studies even found nanostructures inside the steel, similar to carbon nanotubes. That's right. Ancient blacksmiths may have accidentally created structures we associate with modern nanotechnology. Let's talk about some other unknown chemistry lost as well, such as Roman concrete. Romans created the concrete that could last over 2,000 years. Its secret was a chemical reaction between volcanic ash, lime, and seawater that ended up healing cracks over time. I will leave a link in the description box where you can check out that video about Roman concrete too. Also in India, they produced a massive iron pillar that was able to resist rust for over 1,600 years. Its secret lies in a protective layer formed by phosphorus and environmental chemistry. Ancient materials weren't just strong, They were chemically engineered, even if the creators didn't fully understand the science that they were making. Fast forward to today. We don't rely on intuition. We use precision chemistry and physics. Today we have modern steels, things like stainless steel that has chromium that prevents rust, tool steel with tungsten and vanadium that increase hardness, and high carbon steel that controlled carbon, like ancient wootz. We even have supermaterials too that have gone far beyond ancient techniques, things like titanium alloys that are strong yet lightweight, carbon fiber composites that can be stronger than steel, yet lighter than aluminum, and graphene, one of the strongest materials ever discovered. Modern metallurgy is important for producing materials for many industries from aerospace projects, automotive and electronics, and used for our modern-day construction. So let's look at the key differences. Ancient metallurgy equaled trial and error, but modern metallurgy equals atomic-level control. So who wins? Ancient metallurgy or modern metallurgy? But here's the twist to think about. Modern materials are more consistent, more scalable, more predictable. But ancient materials had something we often lack: perfect natural balance. Damascus steel wasn't just hard, it was tough, flexible, resilient. Many modern materials specialize in one property, but ancient ones often balanced many. So here's the big idea. Ancient metallurgists optimized materials without equations. Today, we're still trying to fully understand what they achieved. Why should this matter today? Studying ancient metallurgy isn't just history, it's innovation. Scientists are now recreating wootz steel, studying ancient alloys, designing new materials inspired by old ones. Because sometimes, the future of technology is hidden in the past. So, with all that we have learned over the ages, hopefully our future chemist will continue to learn about metallurgy and discover new compounds for a new steel and be able to duplicate some ancient techniques, and our future of technology will keep evolving. What do you think they will find in the future? New metals, new techniques, all things to think about and explore together. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you like the content, and let's discover something new together on the next video.